Alright, so everyone should be taking out their map. You need crayons. We have a chart we're doing today as well. Friendly reminder, we have no school on Monday, which means you have a 3-day weekend. What that means, though, on Wednesday, our lecture is going to be jam-packed. So we are going to hustle through our map, we're going to hustle through our chart, and we are going to go, and try to cover as much content as possible because there's so much content this week. With that being said, friendly reminder, on Monday we have no school, so Tuesday you have 1 through 10, Wednesday you have 11 through 20, Thursday you have a test, and your focus and your spice are due. Alright, everyone should have their map out. Let's do it. What?
No video on like the front lectures you're not doing.
No, I'm not bringing it home. No, I mean I have no life, but like I don't want it like documented that I have no life. You know, like I want you to have the illusion, like, oh man, I was spent doing something wild and so fun. And which I will be doing is doing an online course, which is not cool nor fun. Here we go, Atlantic. We got the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Ireland. Alright, we got Portugal. We've got Madrid. We've got Kingdom of Spain. And draw a nice little squiggle. We got Marseille. We have Paris. Brussels. Berlin. We have Switzerland. Confederation of the Rhine. We have Vienna. We have Austrian Empire. We have Ottoman Empire. Constantinople. Down here. We have Cairo. Obviously, this is Egypt. We have the Mediterranean Sea. Black Sea. Caspian Sea. We have Kingdom of Italy. We've got Rome. We've got Naples. We've got Kingdom of Naples. Kingdom of Sicily. Kingdom of Sardinia. Okay, shifting over here. We have Prussia. We have St. Petersburg. Draw a nice little line. We've got Kingdom of Norway and Norway/Denmark. Kingdom of Sweden. And over here is the Grand Duchy of Finland. Parentheses, Russia. Way over here, we have Moscow. And we have, now who is going to lead an invasion in 1812? Hello? Napoleon, yes. Invasion of 1912 into Russia. How does it go for him? Horrible. It leads to his first exile. And I say first exile because he has two. What a boss. Alright, you need 5 boxes. First box is French Empire. And you have your dependent states. Your nominal allies of Napoleon. You have at war with Napoleon. And then you have neutral. Alright, your French Empire for me is going to be dark green. These are territories that Hitler, damn it, that Napoleon owns outright. Here we go. So this territory, Napoleon controls. He conquered and controls. As you can see, the Napoleonic Wars, which is what we're drawing today, shows you that was our man successful? Oh, yes. Napoleon is incredibly successful, incredibly powerful. Comes from a normal background, just like you and I. Enrolled in the military at age 14. Got his first promotion at age of 15. By 17, he had his own division. He rises into power because of the chaos that is... Oh, we need to color Corsica because that's his home. He controls Corsica. Becomes incredibly powerful because of it. Alright, dependent states. For me, they're going to be this pretty blue. Dependent states are states that are controlled by Napoleon, just not outright controlled. They have a puppet there who is doing whatever Napoleon tells him to do, but essentially he controls this territory. So he controls Spain. He can tell them to give him money, and they will. He controls all of this territory. So whatever he wants, he gets. He just has different people ruling it in all of the Italian peninsula. The peninsula, don't start coloring your islands yet. And also an area way over here by Prussia. He also is going to control... Nope, that's it. Alright, so your dependent states are ones that will do exactly what Napoleon tells them. Your nominal are going to be territories or countries that they have an alliance with, that essentially they agree that, hey, Napoleon, I think you're pretty cool. No, judgment here, but I'd really not be taken over. How about we sign an agreement that if you don't attack me, I won't attack you? And Hitler signs, Napoleon signs a bunch of these. The reason why I keep saying Hitler is because Hitler follows Napoleon's tracks and does pretty much everything Napoleon did, including invade Russia on June 22nd, which is a terrible idea for both Napoleon and for Hitler. Hitler would have had probably world domination if he didn't invade Russia. But your boy, Napoleon, made the same mistake, which is why his reign is going to end. So, Here we are way over here. Everyone wants Russia. It's never been taken. And it has a lot of wealth to it. Because during Napoleon's time, the Industrial Revolution is kicking off. And it has plenty of natural resources. So everyone's like, ah, damn. Now, these are countries that are at war with Napoleon. These are people who are saying, screw you, Napoleon, and trying to kill him. Now, there's the Duke from England who is going to defeat Napoleon at Waterloo. He has a sandwich named after him, and I can't think of what it is. Huh? Earl Grey's tea. There's a sandwich. He has a sandwich or like a meat thing named after him. Huh? Reuben? No, it's not Reuben. It's not the Duke of Sandwich either. There's a guy. Ugh, I gotta figure out this guy's name, man. It's like a meat tray thing. Okay, Kingdom of Sardinia is also going to be at war. Kingdom of Sicily is going to be at war. And then, of course, Egypt is also going to be at war. I mean, I guess not. I shouldn't say also, but I did draw it out there. There you go. All right, and then everything else is your neutral. They didn't hate Napoleon. They didn't like Napoleon. Now, after the Napoleonic Wars, you're going to see that Europe is going to look very similar to what it looks like today. Now, we're going to still have some borders that aren't going to be there or have changed. But you're going to see that we're going to start having more nations that have defined borders. And all that's because of Napoleon. So, because after he gets defeated at Waterloo by Lord Sandwich, I don't know what his name is, meat product. I have to Google this. All right, you have 1 minute to finish coloring. Oh, and this is neutral way up here. I gotta Google his name. Duke of Wellington. Yes, Wellington. Ah, man. Huh? Beef Wellington. Yeah, I told you it was like a meat thing. Whew. The Duke of Wellington. I don't like beef Wellington. It has mushrooms in it, and I find mushrooms to be repulsive. I like the idea of a puff pastry on meat, though. I'm not gonna lie. Have you ever had beef Wellington? You like it? No, I'd rather just give me a prime rib, man. We've got 10 seconds. Could you put less effort into it? Could you? Maybe? I have one kid who gets like a 4 on it every single time. Three, 2, 1, flip it. We got things to do. Here we go. So we got a nice little cheat sheet on your revolutions. You will appreciate it later. You are not going to appreciate it today. Why, you say? Oh, well, thank you so much for asking. I love that you guys are asking questions and having a conversation with me. It really means a lot. Why will you say you won't appreciate it today? Because there's a lot of writing. However, I'm pretty sure we're not going to finish content this week, so you'll appreciate this more later. Here we go. George Washington is your important person. What does the matter, Kylie? Oh my God, the injustice of it all. George Washington causes increased taxes because of the French and Indian War. Events. Declaration of Independence. I'm abbreviating, so can you. 1776. Fight till 1781, but Peace of Paris. Signed 1783. Yorktown. This final battle. France helps America. Okay. Major aspects you need to know. Declaration of Independence. 1776. You need to know Peace of Paris. 1783. And you need to know Constitution. 1787. Okay, French Revolution. This is going to have a lot. Only 2 names, but you're going to have a lot of content. So Maximilian. Robespierre. Napoleon. Bonaparte. Okay, causes. Increase taxes because of American Rev debt. Events. 1, because we know it has 3 parts. French Revolution. Bastille falls. And Louis XVI killed. 2, Reign of Terror. Robespierre kills enemies of revolution with guillotine. He dies by guillotine too. Three. Napoleon Bonaparte. Rises into power. Starts Napoleonic Wars. Invades Russia. Parenthesis, fails. Exiled. Comes back. Parentheses, 100 days. Loses at Waterloo. And exiled. Parentheses, dies. A couple documents you need to know. First one is the Rights of Man and Citizen. Guarantees individual rights. Equality in front of the law. And protection of property. Two, Napoleonic Code. Religious freedom. racial equality, in front of the law, not good for women. It's actually worse for women. We lose rights, if you can believe it. Okay, Haitian Revolution. You have Toussaint L'Ouverture, Tousssaint, L'Ouverture. L'Ouverture. This one's pretty short. Causes. Inspired by American Rev. Events. L'Ouverture. Leads rebellion. During the Napoleonic Wars. Parentheses, France. France's military was busy. Overthrows and creates new government. Done. There's no documents. Mexican Revolution. There's a lot. Sorry. Alright, Mexican Revolution. You have Porofino. Diaz. You have Miguel. Hidalgo. Hidalgo. You have Augustin. Agustin. De. Iturbide. And then you have Antonio Lopez de Santa Anna. Okay, causes. There's a lot, so watch out. Inspired. What's up? What? I can't hear you. Inspired by American Rev. Events. Diaz. Parentheses. Corrupt. Quotes. President. Why is president in quotes? Yeah, it's a dictatorship and he wasn't really elected. Needs to be removed. Hidalgo begins a revolution. Gets executed. De Iturbide rises and declares independence from Spain. But is killed by Santa Anna. And he makes Mexico a republic. Now, keep in mind, we're going to keep coming back to the Mexican Revolution. There's like a total of 11 or 13 of them. This is just like the first like 3. So this will be an ongoing thing. You do need to know the Mexican Constitution. Parentheses 1824. Guarantees. Basic civil rights. But did not address EQ, inequitable. Sorry, inequitable. Land distribution. Poverty. Education. Or racism. So it really didn't talk about anything important. All right, in the Latin revolutions, you need Simon Bolivar. And then Jose San Martin. Causes. Inspired by American Rev. Events. Bolivar. Liberated. Venezuela. Parentheses, his home. Then Colombia. Ecuador. And Peru from Spain. Wanted to create Gran Colombia, parentheses, Federation, like US. San Martin, liberated Argentina, Chile, and Bolivia. From Spain. No more Spain. And South America. And then your document, you just have the Jamaica letter. (1815) Bolivar. Goals and concerns for Latin America. There you go. Perfect. Take out your notes. We gotta go. I appreciate you not whining today. Thank you. All right, who can tell me where we left off? Huh? Oh, okay. Perfect. All right, so perfect. I'm so glad to hear that. So the French Revolution is caused by war debts from the American Revolution. And why was the Frenchies fighting in the American Revolution? Because they hate them. So they bankrupt their entire state in order to kill British people. Now, are we as Americans thrilled about this? Yes, because without them we wouldn't have won. However, if you're a French citizen, how would you feel about this? Not thrilled. So you do need to know that the French Revolution is going to be much more radical. I put a big star and write the French Revolution is significantly more radical. In order to understand the French Revolution, you also need to know the Estates General. So here we go. Over here on my board, Estates General is the pre-revolution legislation body that meets every 150 years-ish. How useful is that? Not useful at all. And it's not designed to be useful. It was just designed to say give the king more power. So the Estates General is the pre-revolution legislative body that meets every 150 years. Not particularly useful. It has 3 estates. The Estates General has 3 estates. The first estate is made up of the king and the clergy, and it's about 1% of the population, and they get 1 vote. The second estate is known as filled with nobles and lords. It's about 2% of the population, and they get 1 vote. Then you have the third estate, which is all of your citizens and your peasants, and it's made up of 97% of your population, and they get 1 vote. There's a total of 3 votes for the entire Estates General. How many times do you think the peasants and the citizens, who are 90% of the population, got what they wanted? Never. Because it's a 3-vote system, and they had 1 vote, and everyone else had, the other ones had each 1 vote. 3% of the population decides everything. Okay, so if you were the third estate, how pleased are you? Yes. Not at all. Absolutely. And they're going to get screwed over and over and over again.
Do they still meet today?
No, it's been overthrown. There's no king of France anymore either. He's dead. Yeah, they chopped off his head. All right, here we go. So, 1789 is when the Estates General is called into meeting. 1789, the Estates General is called into meeting. The third estate exits the meeting and declares they're succeeding and creating the National Assembly. You need to know, in 1789, the third estate leaves and creates the National Assembly. What is the legislative body in France today? Huh? Well, no, but what is the legislative body? The National Assembly. Guys, that's why I'm asking you this question after I tell you something. The National Assembly is what the modern day French government system is called. Okay, so you need to know that on July 7th, 1789, so July 7th, 1789, the population of Paris overthrows the Bastille, parentheses, French prison. It had 6 people in it, so let's not get wild here. It's kind of anticlimactic. Have you ever seen that terrible movie, Les Mis? Yeah, that's when they're taking over the Bastille. Okay, so in July 7th, 1789, the masses overthrow the Bastille and they release the 6 prisoners inside. I would put a big star. This is the official start of the French Revolution. Every year on July 7th, they have Bastille Day in France, and everyone goes and has picnics. Kind of it's like our 4th of July. They have a big fireworks and all that crap. We should. All right, so you need to know Declaration of Rights in Man is their new document. Now, what do you think it's inspired by if it's Declaration of Rights of Man and Citizen? There you go. It's modeled just like it. Okay. You need to know that all men are equal in front of it. Okay. That popular sovereignty and individual rights are provided. So, equality of men, popular sovereignty, and individual rights. That's all you need to know about it. Okay, now you're also going to put a big star and you're going to write liberty, equality, fraternity. That is the chant of the French Revolution. Keep in mind, women are going to lose rights under the Declaration of Rights of Man and Citizen. So, of course, it's got to be a bromance, which means fraternity. So that's how I always remember it. Liberty, equality, fraternity is a little cheer. You're probably going to see that on your test on Thursday. Okay. You need to know that the National Assembly is going to change all the norms of Paris, all the norms of France. An example would be the calendar is now 14 months. Each week is now 10 days. Okay? And there's no religion. Every religion is outlawed. How well do you think that's going to go over?
Horrible.
Pretty terrible. However, you need to write down that in 1793, Louis XVI is executed. And this is the official end of the first stage of the French Revolution. Louis XVI is executed in 1793. This is the official end of the French Revolution, the first part at least. Okay, end of the first part. Second part, so your new heading is going to be the Reign of Terror. So, the French Revolution ends with the execution of Louis XVI and Marie Antoinette. The second stage is beginning now. It's run by a guy named Maximilien Robespierre. He's the leader of the Jacobians, so you need to know that. His party is the Jacobians. Okay, he will be in power for about a year, just so you know. Okay, and he's the one who does all the radical changes. He's the one who changes, like, the calendar. He changes the weeks. He changes everything. You need to know that he personally himself executed 40,000 people. Is that insane? What do you got, Payne?
Wait, did they have a reason to change old calendar? And
Yeah, because they thought they were creating a whole new civilization, which means they need to redo everything. They didn't want any of the old things. Now, here in the Americas, did we feel that way? No, we didn't change that much. I mean, we changed our government, but we left pretty much everything else because we really wanted to be British citizens, right? So we didn't really, once we kicked them out, we said that. All right, this is new. This is kind of tricky. They create a new government system called the Directory. Okay, they create a new government system called the Directory. The first order of the Directory is to kill Robespierre. He gets executed by the guillotine. Isn't that so timely? Ah. Okay. Okay, so what we're going to see is that in the Directory, they have something called... Hold on. They have something called... you don't need to know that. I'm simplifying things. Okay, never mind. So, they create the Directory. Napoleon is going to come into power during the Directory. You're going to write that down. He's coming into power, so he's gaining fame. Napoleon comes into power during the Directory and eventually overthrows it. Write that down, because we're going to start on him. Okay, your next heading, Napoleon Bonaparte. Okay, you need to know that he joins the military. He's a military man. Okay, joins the military from a very young age, all that stuff. Okay, he's going to overthrow the Directory. Write that down. Overthrows the Directory and creates a new one called the Consulate. Overthrows the Directory and creates the Consulate. Then overthrows the Consulate and says, screw it, I'm just an emperor. Isn't that awesome? Hello? Isn't that cool? No? Oh my god, you people. That's cool, man. He declares himself emperor twice. That's cool. Okay, so the Consulate, in case you care, do you care about the Consulate? Consulate is when there's two people of power and they have to make decisions together. Do you think that's really a Napoleon thing to do? No, so he's like, screw it, I'm just going to name myself emperor, and then ta-da, Consulate's over. Okay, so Napoleonic France, here you go. You need to know that he makes an agreement called a Concordiate with the Pope in 1801. Okay, because remember, in the French Revolution, what gets banished? Religion. So he makes an agreement with the Pope but in order to make it better for everyone, that the church can get the land, but they have to pay salaries to the clergy. Okay, just know that he makes an agreement with the Pope. That's really all you need. You need to know the Napoleonic Code, though. Okay, Napoleonic Code guarantees religious freedom. That's a huge deal. It's the first time we ever saw that written down, ladies and gentlemen, in 1804. It will eventually, in Europe at least, in the Constitution it's there. In 1804, he creates the Napoleonic Code. You need to know that it is an incredibly patriarchal, and women lose rights again. It is the most popular law code ever made and is still in use today in many parts of the world. Okay? All adult men have equal rights. What do you got?
This. Oh, no.
Okay. Now, you do need to know that, nope. Okay. You're going to write Napoleonic Wars. Okay. You need to know that he conquers probably half of Europe. Conquers half of Europe by war or alliance. Okay, then he is going to invade Russia in 1812. Fails epically. Fails epically. Comes back to Paris, exiled. Could you imagine? Ugh, damn it. Goodbye. Bye, guys. Nice job. You guys got really far. I'm really proud of you. Thank you very much for not fussing. I really appreciate it.